So welcome back, guys. B Force TV here. Shout out to B Nathan. And first of all, I'd like to apologize because the first video that I did, I forgot to explain to you guys that in any case you aren't. Not that I'm saying that you can't afford or you don't have. In any case, you don't have the capability of viewing a video of 1440p display and 144 hertz power. um, you can actually view the video like on its full potential, or like the stream in full potential rather. And I'm trying to figure out um, why it didn't actually upload it as 2K as possible, because that's how the stream went. So I decided to do another video, and I'd like to apologize for all those other viewers that weren't able on the first video try, on the first scene of this Shadow of Tomb Raider. Um, yeah, so I'm trying to do this video now. So basically, the test stream was all about, because I had this new GPU updated. I added an additional new monitor here on my setup, so it's a 2K resolution display. It's 4040p in nature and has 144 hertz. Currently, I have a Ryzen 3 third gen, not Ryzen 3, not Ryzen 5 third gen, and it's worked for 3 years though. That's what I'm about to man. I have 16 gig um, of 3200 megahertz on it, um, using a B40 um, Aorus Pro and a Zodec 1070 Ti. And yeah, currently it's on full blast. It's on high-end graphic display. So as you can see, it's 25 by 60 by 1440p, GTX 1070 Ti, and it's currently reproducing actually a good amount of FPS, averaging from 55 to 60 FPS. GPU is very cool though, despite the fact I'm not using still the liquid cooling for that. My processor though is on liquid cooling at the moment. That's why it's currently on just on 45 degrees, which is pretty awesome. Using for 3 years already. And yeah, I mean, the reason why I did the test video before is because like I was so blown away. This is my first time doing like 144 hertz on a 1440p display, and it was so smooth. Like look at this. Every time I hover the mouse into the next option here, you really can tell the difference when you are on a 1080p 144 hertz versus a 1440p 144 hertz. Oh, even go lower. Like if you were um, if you were used to playing on a 1080p display on a 60 hertz and then migrated into right away 1440p 144 hertz, man, it will blow your mind off. I mean, I'm telling you, like what I'm currently experiencing now, I can really tell unless you actually experiencing it personally on your end. So, um, without further ado, let's try to continue. Let me show, how the gameplay is a bit, and like how I do when I play this Tomb Raider. I don't know if my sequel is correct, so put on the comments down below and let me know. In my understanding, the new Tomb Raider sequel is composed of Tomb Raider first, just a plain title Tomb Raider, and I think the second sequel would be Rise of Tomb Raider, which is obviously just the counter, not the counterpart, but the next sequel to the first one. And then I think this one here is a different one, or it might be a third one. So it depends. I'm not pretty sure if this, because the characters are still the same, like in Tomb Raider. Jonah is still here. Um, I forgot what what the enemy is, or I forgot which they are about to be against you with. Um, I think it's the Legion or Trinity. It's Trinity. So Trinity is still the enemy here that we need to you know call it defeat. And yeah, so going quickly back to the gameplay. So this is a 1440p resolution with 144 hertz. I can't even tell that there are any like tearing to it. I mean, it's so smooth. And later, and a while ago, or the previous video, like I was like on this angle, and the moon shined on the water itself. It was like so dope. It was like you are personally there, and it's so realistic. I mean, oh wow. I forgot like when this when this game was actually released. I think it's way back 2K16 to 2K17 or 2K18 though, or 2K19. I'm not really sure no more, so I forgot about that. Okay, so going quickly back to the game. So see, this is what about this is what I meant earlier. Like before, me personally, when I play a game, before moving on to the real task, like when you do use the Ultra Instinct of Lara Croft, it will show you like where you need to be at or where you need to go. Right now, before doing that task, what I normally do is look around the area first. Try as much as possible to loot, like what I did earlier, in order for you to gain more materials that you need, and it will serve you a good benefit in the future or towards the game. Reason why is because you will need, some of the resources or the loot materials that you collect for future upgrades or for future enhancements for your gears, or like for your weapons, for Lara's I think skill set as well, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, so okay, so you're supposed to be rappelling down, and then I don't know what happens next. Like what I mentioned earlier in the first video, this is the first time that I'm going to play this Tomb Raider here.
Jonah.
And
Jonah,
yeah,
there's
he's
a
talking to
mural
Jonah now,
here.
and oh, I'm sorry for that.
It shows a
My
box.
alarm is currently going off.
Inscription says, "The silver box of
I'd
Ishtar."
like to apologize for that.
That must
And oh,
be
by the
what's in
way,
Hidden City.
shout out
This is a
to
Maya myth.
Nvidia for having a
It says
huge,
the
huge
box will
success
summon the god
of
Kukulkan.
creating this ultimate noise cancellation feature. So I'm currently using that now because
Wait,
I
there's more.
already have the
Looks
Nvidia
like a
um,
series of cataclysms.
video card
A
or
tsunami, a storm.
peripheral, if I may,
An
if I may say.
earthquake.
And like, even though you
Volcanic
clap as hard as
eruption.
you can, like this claps and snaps and
Well,
snaps,
in my
you can't
belief,
hear it.
Kukulkan is the
It's
god of
like the
creation and
ultimate
destruction.
noise cancellation. For it might benefit you while you're working, like what I've usually use
This
now.
looks like the height
And
of
for streaming,
constellation.
like most of the time
Stars
streamers
seem
don't
out
want,
of alignment.
to hear anything on the background, just your voice and the game that you about to stream. And especially when you type in some comments or chat with your fans, it's kind of rude, like to hear all those clicking on your keyboard though. Okay, so going quickly back to whatever Tomb Raider or Lara Croft is doing. So she just unlocked something.
Jonah,
Is,
I found
is
a
that a
dagger.
dagger? Wow, dang. That's a pretty dagger.
There's an inscription. The
Uh-huh.
key to Ishel's heart.
And she can read that.
unlocks the
She can
cleansing.
read that inscription, man. I need
How will
her
Trinity get
every
hold of
time I
this?
go out of the country, like go to Brazil and stuff. I need Lara Croft to translate and everything. Like, per se, you're with a local saying, "Where's the nearest like ramen chain here?" Okay, that was, I think, stupid just to take it off. Isn't it obvious? Like when you take like a rare artifact or like a legend artifact from where it's supposed to be there, you don't just pull it right away, girl. No, no, no. You take precautions, man. Okay, I'm supposed to run now.
Jonah,
Exit
get
the
to higher
temple.
ground.
Okay, so every time like,
Hurry.
okay, I still have time to loot because there are loot materials here. Okay, press F rapidly
Dr. Dominguez
to break. Oh, not F but E. Damn. Okay, I think I'm not that in a hurry because like the gameplay is a bit slow.
Yes, I heard you. Dominguez is coming.
What? They already have a camp set up, like outside the temple. What
Fuck
advanced
you think I'm
thinkers?
doing?
Can I kill that guy?
Check the water pump right now.
What?
Okay.
It's on health
Let's make
mode.
sure everything's
Whoa.
copacetic here.
Credit Lara Croft. Assassin mode activated. Dave.
Let's go with that pump.
I can't hide the buddy. Can't. No, you
Answer
can't.
me. You finished with that pump yet?
Okay, how can you be in stealth mode again?
This isn't time for games, shithead. You stuck in the elevator?
Now we get the lights ready.
So as of this moment, I mean,
Operation Blackout has
some
been
small
initiated.
details you can't even
None of
really
the local
notice
workers
right now, but you
leave
can't
the
see like
site
the
alive.
rust. But there are some scenario in Tomb
We
Raider
planned
like
for this.
where it
Make sure the
showcased
perimeter's
like
secure.
the environment that they built, and it really, if you're having this type of settle like what I have, or more than that, like 1080 or RTX 2080 Ti, man, you will really appreciate those games. Why I can't even go beyond. Okay, so there's one guy there. Can I kill him using my bow, or should I use like
I hear the readings are off the charts.
Let's just make sure the perimeter
stay
is
close to
secure when Commander
vegetation?
Rourke
Okay,
gets here.
sure thing.
Ready.
So stick
Sectors
close
are
to
coming. Be
vegetation.
ready.
And there's one guy, so there's like two guy. Press Q to activate survival instinct. Okay. Highlight red. Okay, they also highlight. Okay, so just based on experience of stealth games. Oh, there are three guys. Okay, so you will take this one out first. And then you take the other guy.
Inspectors
Nah,
are
don't
coming. Be
worry, I'll
ready.
fix him.
This is taking way too long. Dominguez has to wait for us when he gets here. It's not gonna be pretty.
See that move? That's like throwing one stone, hitting two birds, you know what I mean? What's this? Okay. What? There's a throwable object to distract them, and I didn't notice it. Okay, first things first. Before you go any further, loot first. Like what I've said, loot the enemy. It will give you some. Okay. Use the Ultra Instinct. Vegetation is all I can see. Look for the artifact that I try to hit every now and then throughout the game. So it's kind of like a monkey looking figure. And all you... Okay, let me try that first. It will distract, supposed to be, you know... Okay, there's a medic kit here. Can I destroy this lamp? Oh, I can! Wow, okay. Okay, let me see. Nothing else? Alright, then you can... Okay, I haven't looted this guy yet. There you go, done. Okay. What's this? A map? Fuck, what was that? What was that? Okay. Okay, my next move is go up. And I'd like to apologize in advance now because I'm running out of time. I'm really sorry, like the stream is so short. And work is calling. Okay, so now let me save it from here. Let me get back with you. Thanks for staying on my stream. Really appreciate it. Shout out to all the viewers, and shout out to B Nation. Holla at your boy. See you next time. Peace.
Goddamn archaeologists.